Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Here Now community channel. I have to admit that I'm pretty happy to be finally doing this. It's a project that I've put aside for a while now. I'll be your host throughout this audio journey, and I hope you'll enjoy it as much as I enjoy hosting it for you. A few words about myself. My name is Dragos. I'm 24 years old and living in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Currently, I'm finishing up my degree in hospitality, business and administration at Hotel School The Hague. Throughout these years, my interests have been pretty broad, so they varied basically from book writing, photography, UN conferences on nuclear power, motivational speaking, and even life coaching. Charity, for example, is also a subject that has highly influenced my career prospects, as I've always wanted to do something for others. And my desire sometimes was so burning that I burned myself into the process. And I'm still young and my resources, both time and money, are quite limited, and this was pretty difficult for me to accept. Nevertheless, I fell in love with everything I was doing, and always sought to do what makes me happy and what brings value to my life, what brings meaning. And most of the times I try to convert the passions into work so I can sustain myself and have a basic living, drowned basically in passion and doing things I love. And of course, I couldn't always do the things I desired or been passionate about, and there were perhaps even more things that I didn't necessarily enjoy doing. We all know that it's quite hard to make a living from book writing or painting or photography. It's not always easy to make use of creative arts to make a living. I've been privileged to travel around the globe, explore different cultures, dive into the unknown of each and every person I've met, including my own. My passion for culture and exploration started since I was very young, when I read a fantastic collection of books of Christopher Paolini. It's a series called Aragon. Some of you may know it, some of you may not, which at that age and even today has been a trigger for learning and growth as a person. I'll put a link in the description, so if you're interested to learn more about the book, I highly recommend it to anyone who sees themselves as an adventurer on the stage of life. I had the chance to live in countries such as Malaysia, far away from home, and even farther away from my comfort zone. It was special, it was scary, and ultimately a learning experience like no other. Being alone on the other side of the world, it wasn't always easy, it didn't start easy. But in the end, it proved that it was something that brought so much meaning to my life due to the differences and discrepancies the environment offered, that even today, I miss it deeply. I truly loved it. And by the way, I will also open a weekly blog on the website where I will regularly post stories from my life and how they've influenced my path through time, and how they helped me grow and ultimately change my lenses. I feel that I've been guided, to be honest, all this time and blessed with many experiences that made me more and more aware of the need for self-inquiry, self-discovery, basically. It's been one of my main priorities and preoccupations for the past, I think, almost 10 years now. And it's been an adventure of ups and downs. A path that I chose to walk curiously by desire and, blindfolded by fate. There's no end to it, so, well, here I am, building a small platform, a small community where people can come together and tell their stories, share their learnings, and offer some pieces of advice for you and I and for our growth, Now, the aim of the podcast, aside from and through storytelling, is to offer a neutral perspective for life as a whole. You'll see many resemblances of cultures, religions, and ideologies from both Eastern and Western worlds, ultimately allowing us to put together insights and pieces of inspiration that will serve us either now or later, hopefully. Our professionals also come from different backgrounds, different cultures, countries. They have their own stories, their own experiences, and they're eager to share their knowledge and learnings with us. So the podcast, for example, will air 3 times a month on a 10-day basis. And by this, I would like to invite you to have a sit with us wherever you are in the world. Grab a cup of tea, and enjoy the story. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your time. This was your host, Dragos. Wish you all a lovely weekend, and goodbye for now.